it's 7:30. It isn't even 7:30. That can't be one of the guests, can it?
No, not unless it's somebody who can't tell time.
Happy 20th anniversary!
Ted, we said 7:30.
I know it, and it is 7:30 now. Hi, Murray. Hey, I'm not the first one to arrive, am I?
Of course you're the first one to arrive,
I can't
Ted.
stay then. I don't like being the first one at a party.
Don't feel bad, Ted. We were hoping people would arrive early, really. Will you excuse me while I put my dress on?
No, you want a drink, Ted?
Okay.
Where's Georgette?
What makes you think I have to bring Georgette? We swinging singles aren't tied down to one person. That's the difference between us. You married guys are stuck with the same meal every night. But to me, dating is a smorgasbord. My problem is deciding who to bring. Little pickled herring, little lobster Newburg, little sweet and sour pork, or maybe just some good old American spaghetti.
That goes with a meatball. Well, if you had your choice of so many, Ted, what are you doing here alone?
Georgette's out of town.
Oh, hey, Ted, be the first to see this. Marie gave it to me. What do you think? It's a digital watch.
Hey, how do they do that?
Well, it operates on the same principle as those clocks, outside banks.
Does it give the temperature, too?
Only if you stick it under your tongue. Hey, look what I got Marie.
Oh, looks like an engagement ring.
Yeah, well, it is. See, when we got engaged, I was making $38 a week. And she wanted a ring, but she understood. And now, 20 years later, with my salary almost doubled, I can afford one.
That's dumb.
What's dumb about it?
She married you without it. It's like buying a hunting license after you've already bagged the moose. Hey, listen, Murray, I've got to get out of here now and come back later. I don't want people to think I'm the first to arrive. I mean, they might get the crazy idea that I've got nothing better to do.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late to my own party.
Well, that's okay, honey. Ted was just leaving.
Have a wonderful time.
You're leaving?
Just for a little while. I'm going to stay in the car, wait till more people arrive, and then I'll make my entrance. No one will be the wiser.
Least of all, Ted.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, Hilda. Oh, you weren't supposed to bring presents. I wrote on the invitation, no presents.
Oh, everybody always says that. But you know everybody brings presents anyway. Where's Murray?
Over there.
Oh, hi, Marie. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Marie, I feel terrible. I didn't bring you presents.
I didn't want you to bring a present. I told everybody not to bring a present.
Yeah, well, then what's that?
Well, you know Hilda. She always brings presents, but nobody else is.
Oh.
Hiya, Mary.
Hi, Murray.
Hey, thanks for the gift. I'll put it in the bedroom with all the others.
Let me take your coat.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Grant.
Oh, hi, Mary.
Did you bring a present?
Well, sure.
But, Mr. Grant, you weren't supposed to. It said on the invitation, no presents, please.
Oh, you don't believe those things, do you? You go into a subway, you see a sign that says no spitting. That doesn't mean you don't spit if you have to.
Well, looks like a nice party anyway.
My Uncle Fred died at a party like this. Well, not exactly like this. It was a costume party. He went as Sir Galahad and choked on a wiener.
That's one of the things I like about you, Mr. Grant. Never at a loss for small talk.
Oh, excuse me, Mary. Could you help me with something in the kitchen?
Oh, yes.
Ellen, honey, would you get the door?
Sure.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late, but you know what a busy schedule I've got.
I didn't know Ted was coming to your anniversary party.
No marriage is perfect.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ted.
Happy 20th anniversary, Murray.
Thank you very much.
First 20 years are the hardest, you know. Right, Lou? I guess maybe you're the wrong guy to ask about that, aren't you? Oh, come to think of it, your first 20 years were fine. It was the second 20 that went, but your first 20 were.
Ted, have a wiener.
Thanks, Luke.
I see you're alone tonight, Ted.
No, I could have plenty of days if I wanted. Believe me, plenty. Just that this party was such short notice. Chicks need time to prepare.
Sure, Ted.
Right, Ted.
Well, they do. They wash their hair, for one thing. Several of the ones I called tonight were doing that.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Mary. I could have had a date, you know.
Hi, Ted. Champagne?
Oh, great party, Marie. I could have brought a date, you know.
Would you like one, Mr. Baxter?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bunny. Looks like great chicken.
You're welcome, Mr. Baxter, but the chicken is shrimp and I'm Ellen.
Right. I'm gonna have all the dates I wanted.
Everybody, I'd like to propose a toast to the happiest marriage I know and the nicest couple. Marie and Murray.
Yeah. Speech.
Come on, let's hear some words from you.
Oh, I can't make a speech,
Well tried.
but I will give an endorsement.
All right.
I got this guy in 1955, and he's still as good as ever. I don't think they make them like that anymore.
Well, that's not a bad speech.
Okay, Murray, your turn. You've had 20 years to prepare something.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, Murray, what you write?
I'd like to make a little confession. It's something I've never told anybody before, but I'd like to say it now. I'm bald.
No.
Well, I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, and I say, Murray, you're bald.
Just a little.
And sometimes, when the problems of the day mount up, I feel like I'm getting balder by the hour. But then when I come home, Marie gives me a kiss and a smile, and suddenly I'm Cary Grant. I'm bald, but Cary Grant. Anyway, what I want to say is that maybe someday somebody will find a better way to grow hair, but nobody will ever find a better woman.
All right.
Hey, everybody, I'd like to say something, too. I could have had a lot of dates tonight.
Yeah.
Say, Lou, I want to apologize for being so late to work this morning.
Oh, forget it. That was a terrific party you gave.
Must have been. Going by the way I feel, it must have been one of the great parties of the decade.
A little hungover, huh?
It's nothing serious. Just that every time the bell on my typewriter rings, I scream.
Sit down. I'm great at fixing hangovers. Does your head hurt?
Only when I breathe.
All right, lean forward and relax.
I can't. My tongue will fall out.
Oh. Now, all of these nerves are connected. We learned about this in the service.
What were they teaching you, first aid?
Actually, it was how to kill a sentry before he can yell, Achtung.
Hi, guys.
Hiya, Ted.
Lou, if you got a moment, I'd like to ask you a little question.
Shoot.
What is life?
Life.
Yeah, what does it all mean? What are we all doing here? I mean, what's it all about? What are we all here for?
Ed, we're all here for a purpose. My purpose is to produce the news. Murray's purpose is to write the news. And your purpose... Ted, I don't know what we're here for.
I'm serious, Lou. Last night after I left Murray's party, I took a long, hard look at myself. And I couldn't fall asleep.
Yeah. I have trouble sleeping with an upset stomach, too.
You don't know how I felt, Murray. Seeing you surrounded by your wife and your family. By all that love. Last night when I went home, I just lay in bed and re-examined my whole life. And finally, when I went to sleep, I had this terrible dream. I dreamt I was an old man, all wrinkled and shriveled, sitting alone on this park bench. And then this guy walked up to me, and he looked kind of familiar. And he just stood there, looking at me. Finally, I said, who are you? And he said, I am the son you never had. And then this woman appeared. And I said, who are you? And she said, I'm the daughter you never had. And then about 20 kids appeared. And I said, who are you? And they said, we're the children of the children you never had. And then a bunch of dogs and cats appeared. And I said, who are you? And they said, we're the pets of the children you never had. And then a bunch of guys in white coats came up. And I said, who are you? And they said, we're the veterinarians of the pets of the children of the children.
Just skip to the finish of the dream. Tell us how it ended.
Oh, like all my dreams end, with Marlowe Thomas and Winston Churchill applauding me. The general concluded by saying that the threat of a nuclear war is greater now than at any time in the past 30 years. Now I'd like to get serious for a moment. I guess you all know yours truly has been this town's most eligible bachelor for a long time. Well, tonight those days are over, my friends.
What?
Did you know anything about this?
What, that his days were over?
There's a little lady out there. She knows who she is, and I hope she's listening, because this is Ted Baxter saying, will you marry me? And now the weather, my darling.
Thank you very much for calling. Goodbye.
What's the score so far?
Well, 12 thought it didn't belong in a newscast. 7 did. And 4 women say, yes, they know who they are, and they accept.
Thank you, Ted. That was a lovely lunch.
Nothing's too good for the future, Mrs. Baxter.
Oh, Georgette. Congratulations. Ah, wait, no. You're not supposed to congratulate the woman.
Why not?
I don't know. It's considered inappropriate.
Especially in this case.
What do you think of this big, impetuous lug popping the question right between a nuclear war and a flea collar commercial? Sure made me jump. And then my phone started to ring. It was my mother. She'd seen it, too.
Oh, what'd she say?
She got very excited. And I said, Mother, I know how you feel, but it's my life to throw away if I want to. Big, impetuous lug.
Have you set a date?
I'll leave that up to Ted.
Right. Once Baxter makes his mind up, events move forward with blinding speed.
Listen, I've got some top-level arrangements to take care of, okay?
All right. Bye, Mary. Bye, Mary. Bye, honey. Big, impetuous lug.
I'll call you tomorrow, honey. I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married.
Ted, you're just suffering the normal reaction of a man.
I don't want to get married.
Of a man who suddenly finds that...
I don't want to get married.
That he doesn't want to get married. Ted, listen to me. You just got cold feet, that's all. From what I hear, it happens to everybody. Men, women, both. I mean, it's a big commitment. You suddenly realize that marriage is forever.
Oh.
And it scares you. Briefly. But the point is, you're not the first person to feel this way.
Oh, sure. It's easy for you to say you're on the outside watching the gate swing shut.
Well, ask Murray then. Go on. Go on. Get it.
I felt the same way, Ted.
Really?
Absolutely. Mary's right. I mean, it's perfectly normal to have second thoughts, so don't you worry about it.
Really?
Really.
Really? You don't know how much better that makes me feel to hear that. I don't mind telling you, I was a little upset.
Oh, well, you covered it beautifully.
Yeah. Well, you guys placed my mind at ease. Thanks a lot. You're really good friends. Oh, hey. Say, is Lou in his office?
Yeah, he is.
All right. Guess I'll go in and pass the time of day. Talk about wedding plans. You know, stuff like that. Guy talk. I don't want to get married.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Help me.
How?
I don't know. Maybe I should go out of town.
Well, now, Ted, that's a tempting notion.
No, I wouldn't have to really. What we do, before each newscast, we'd announce that I'm broadcasting via satellite from Brazil.
Oh, Ted, that's ridiculous.
And we could fake it. Be easy, Lou. We just get a new weather map with some Spanish numbers on it.
No, Ted, no. Forget it.
Lou, you seem to be forgetting that I saved your life once.
You never did.
Well, what if I didn't? I would have. All you had to do was ask.
Ted, if you don't want to get married, tell Georgette. Just grow up and be a man. We've got a show to do.
All right. Those are your feelings, and I respect them. But before I go, I'd like to take an additional moment of your valuable time to offer a further word on the subject, which I think deserves your consideration. Please! Think about that, will you, Lou? There, honey.
Ted, are you all right?
Who, me? Yeah, tip-top, first class, grade A.
Well, then why'd you ask me down here?
I need your help, Mary. Please sit down.
Ted, I don't want to sit down. It's almost airtime.
No, this takes priority. Sit.
Ted, really?
Sit! I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. Mary, I called you because I believe of all my so-called friends, you're the only true one. You're the only one I can count on. You're the one who'll put her hand in the fire for me.
Ted, I'm not going to put my hand in anything until you tell me what it is you want.
I want you to tell Georgette that I'm going to Brazil.
You're bananas.
No, I'm serious, Mary.
Ted, that is the dumbest lie I ever heard of.
Oh, it's a fib, Mary, not a lie. Lie's an ugly word. Just a fib, a tiny fib.
Why me?
Because anybody who look at you would know that nothing as disgusting as a lie could ever pass between those innocent Cupid doll lips.
Ted, you are going to have to tell Georgette the truth.
Mary, I'm not ready for marriage. I can't handle responsibility. You're my old man. He walked out on my mother when I was 2 years old.
It's a shame you didn't walk out 3 years sooner.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Your folks are still married. Probably runs in your family. You could get married as many times as you like, and they'll all work out. Mary, all I want you to do is tell George that I'm going to Brazil, and I'm too busy to talk to her because I'm practicing my Spanish lessons. Mary, you can't fool me. You can't fool me. You'll lie for me. Mark my words, when the chips are down, you'll go along with me.
I will go along with you, Ted, only if you tell the truth.
All right, I'll tell the truth. I'll tell the truth. Buenos dias.
The United States Bureau of Mines announced today that oil shale refining plants could be built in this country, resulting in cheaper oil for the United States.
Hey, what are you doing? Ted still has several more minutes.
I know, but I can't watch anymore. You know, he's bad enough when he's happy. But the past 4 days, he's been impossible. You know, today he asked me if the station could issue a retraction for a marriage proposal.
Hi, Murray.
Hiya, Georgette.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Georgette.
Bye, Georgette.
Bye, Murray.
Bye, Mur.
Bye, Mary.
Well, we haven't seen you in a few days. How's everything?
Terrible. Mary, I have to talk to you.
Well, sure.
Mary, I can't marry him. I said I would, but I won't. I thought I wanted to, but I don't, but I haven't told him I won't.
Why not?
I can't.
Georgette, let's take this one step at a time. Why don't you want to marry Ted?
Well, he made up some ridiculous story about being sent to Brazil. And I think anybody that scared of marriage isn't ready for it.
He told you that? That's terrible.
No, Mary, that's nice.
Nice?
Sure, he was only telling me that because he wanted to spare my feelings. He didn't want to hurt me by rejecting me.
Well, yeah, I guess that is nice.
No, that's terrible. Because how can I hurt his feelings now by telling him I don't want to marry him?
Yeah, that is difficult.
No, that's easy. I'm just pretending to believe what he says about Brazil.
You are?
Yes. So, Mary, when Ted tells his lie and pretends it's the truth, and you see me pretending it's the truth, even though I know it's a lie, please don't say it's a lie, even though you know it is.
Right.
See, Mary, that way we can call off the marriage. And then in a week or so, Ted can phone me and say they've canceled his trip to Brazil, and I can pretend to believe him, and we can go back to the way we were.
Yeah, well, that's sensible.
No, it's stupid. But it's the best I can think of.
Well, all right, Georgette, I'll go along with you, but it's not going to be easy. Boy, am I mad at him.
Well, Mary, if I'm not mad at him, why should you be?
I'm mad at him because of what he did to somebody who's not mad at him after what he did.
Mary, sometimes you talk funny.
Well, it's just not going to be easy, that's all.
Hi, Georgette.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Mayor, old buddy. The chips are down. I told Georgette about going to Brazil for a year. Mary can confirm that, can't you, Mayor?
Yeah, Ted, I can confirm that.
Lou insisted that I go, right, Mayor?
Yes, Ted.
So I'll be doing my reports by satellite. Right, Mayor?
Yes, Ted.
Guess it'll kind of postpone things for a while.
Yes, Ted. Well, it's been really fun being engaged to you. Have a nice time in Brazil. Hasta la vista.
See, Mayor? I know you better than you know yourself. I knew when the chips were down you'd come through and lie for me.
Lie for you? Why would I lie for you?
You know perfectly well Lou's not sending me to Brazil for a year.
Oh, no. For 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, well, we could only get the visa for 6 months, but I'm sure once you're there, they'll be able to give us an extension. Oh, and by the way, Ted, the shots are only good for 3 months, so be sure you get a booster when you get them, huh?
What shots?
Well, you know, the usual. Typhoid, malaria, yellow fever.
Yellow fever?
Yeah, oh, well, I'm sure there's no chance of your contracting it in the city, but where you're going, I understand it's the second highest cause of death.
What's the first highest cause?
Oh, Ted, I don't think you want to know that. But I understand it's what killed Mr. Grant's Uncle Fred. Took him 2 years to die.
2 years?
Yeah, the plant was a very slow eater.
Oh, come on, Mary. You're lying, aren't you? Aren't you?
Ted, with these innocent Cupid doll lips, lie to you.
Lou?
Oh, he's not in there. No, he went to see about your insurance policy. He's trying to get them to insert a quicksand clause.
Lou, why? Why me?
Why, you what?
Well, if it's yellow fever and no shots and quicksand and hungry plants, what are you sending me to Brazil for?
Coffee.
Lou? Will you just answer me one question? Mary just told me about your Uncle Fred. Now tell me the truth. How did he die?
Choked.
Got him around the throat, huh?
No, inside the throat.
Oh, my Lord. What a lousy way to go.
It was his own fault. He was eating too fast.
That's funny. I heard he was eating slowly. Hey, Lou. What do you call that thing that got him?
A wiener.
remember me.
Well, of course I do. Come on in.
Who am I?
You and I shared the same
Cell.
when I was in
Jail.
that time I got
Arrested.
for not revealing my news source. Well, come on in,
Sherry.
Sherry. How have you been?
Fine, you?
Fine. You look terrific.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.
Okay, why don't we cut the crapola?
Good. I was just going to suggest that.
Mary, I got busted again.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it seems like lately every time I strike up a conversation with a guy, he turns out to be with the Vice Squad. Of course, it's my own fault. I should have been suspicious when I saw that tattoo of Jack Webb on his arm. Anyway, I got to thinking about that night that you and I spent in the cell together. Remember how you wanted a toothbrush so bad, and I got you one? And you said if there was ever anything that you could do for me, I should be sure and let you know. Well, I'm letting you know.
You want your toothbrush back?
All I want you to do is come down to the court with me tomorrow and tell the judge that you know me. See, I have to show him I know some upstanding citizens, and you're the only upstanding citizen I know. I mean, socially. It'll only take about an hour.
Yeah, sure. I'd be glad to.
Gee, that's great. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Oh, no, it's all right.
The same courthouse, Friday at 11.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we could have lunch together afterwards. No, forget it. Let's not have lunch. You probably like to eat in those places where they cut off all the crusts.
You know, I don't understand something. I do you a favor, and you're giving me all these little shots.
Mary, I'd be enchanted to have lunch with you tomorrow. In fact, let's make a firm date, shall we?
Okay.
Right after my appearance in court. The only thing that could possibly interfere is if you screw up and they throw me back in the slammer. It's me, Mrs. Goldman.
Gee, it sounds like some dog.
It's not a dog, it's Mrs. Goldman across the hall. She barks to scare away burglars.
She does a very good imitation.
She should. She's had 3 months of obedience school.
Oh, well. This is nice. This is really very nice.
Who says a house is not a home? How come you didn't say anything about my 4 mink coats?
What am I supposed to say?
4 mink coats?
Well, I guess I just feel funny about people wearing dead animals for coats.
Yeah, well, if you wear them when they're alive, they claw your neck. You want a drink?
No, thank you. Listen, Sherry, there's something I think you and I have to talk about. You know, yesterday you said you just wanted me to come down to court for an hour, and, well, it didn't work out that way. I mean, I had to tell the judge that I would keep an eye on you and help you find a job.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Well, I have to worry about it. I mean, I swore that in court.
Boy, did you ever. You had one hand on the Bible, one hand on your heart. You were looking at the American flag, and your voice trembled. You brought tears to the bailiff's eyes.
Does all this mean you are not going to look for a job?
Mary, let me tell you something. A lot of my friends think they're going to do something with their lives one day. Some think that they're going to open boutiques, write novels, be dentists. I have a friend, Kim, who thinks she's going to own a big horse ranch. But unless she's in Roy Rogers' will, it's not going to happen.
What does that have to do with looking for a job?
Because I'm a realist. Who's going to hire me? My previous experience is not the kind of previous experience you put on a job application.
Sherry, I'm sure we could find you some kind of job. What about secretarial work?
I can't type.
How about bookkeeping?
I can't add.
Well,
because I'm quitting. No, I'm not having a going out of business sale. Mary, it's been really keen knowing you. Now, let's not spoil it all with all this job business, understand?
No. No, I don't. Sherry, look, you got me into this in the first place. Now, I do not enjoy being used.
Come on, it was a little fun, wasn't it?
Sherry, I put myself on the line for you. Now, you're going to live up to your part of the bargain. Tomorrow, we are going to look for a job for you, and that's the way it's going to be. Do you understand? Oh, shut up, Mrs. Goldman.
Hi, Murray.
Hi,
Oh,
Murray.
hi, Georgette, Ted. How's the car rental business?
Just rolling along. That's kind of a car rental agency joke.
We just came back from lunch. We were celebrating this letter I got from a university yesterday.
I know. Yeah, Harvard wants you to leave your brain to Yale.
Go ahead and laugh. In a week and a half, you won't be laughing at Ted Baxter. You'll be laughing at Dr. Ted Baxter.
Ted's getting an honorary degree.
Oh. Watching Ding Dong School has finally paid off.
Ding Dong School, nothing. It's from a college. Rutledge College.
They like to get a celebrity to speak at their graduation ceremony, and they give them a degree to get them to come.
They wanted to give me a master's, but my agent held out for a PhD.
Yeah, I've heard of Rutledge. It isn't exactly one of your class universities. The school mascot is a fungus.
I didn't know that. Maybe all the big animals were taken. Anyway, Murray, I was thinking maybe if you got a moment, you could, take a moment to kind of check over my acceptance speech.
Sure.
Okay. Here goes. Friends, faculty members, fellow PhD guys.
Hi, Mary. You're just in time to hear Ted's acceptance speech for his honorary doctor's degree.
Hi, Mary. Who's your friend?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry Ferris. This is Georgette, Murray, and Ted.
Dr. Ted.
Well, I'm going to see Mr. Grant. I'll be right back.
Would you like to hear my acceptance speech?
Come in.
Friends, faculty members, fellow PhD.
Mr. Grant?
I don't know why anyone puts pimentos in perfectly good bologna. Why can't they leave them in olives where they belong? What do you need, Mary?
Well, Mr. Grant, I have a friend. Well, no, she's not exactly a friend. She's more of an acquaintance. Well, you met her. Her name is Sherry Ferris. When you came to visit me that time in jail, she was in the same cell with me. She was
Mary. I know life. I've been around. Been on the street since I was 6 years old. You're afraid to use the word. I'll say the word for you. She's a lady of the evening.
And so I accept this honor. Today I'm a doctor. God bless America. And thank you. Well, guys, what do you think?
You wrote that?
Yeah.
Boy, you got a lot of guts to admit it.
Thank you.
I know you love it. Murr, what'd you think of it?
Thanks anyway, Mr. Grant. Well, Mr. Grant doesn't know of any jobs, but he's going to keep looking.
I know of a job.
Really?
Yes, the girl who works with me at the car rental agency just got fired today.
What do you think, Sherry? Would have a chance?
Sure. If you want, I could take you over and introduce you to the manager. Only thing is, you have to be good at dealing with people. Have you had much experience with the public?
Want to grab some lunch, Mary?
Oh, thanks, Mr. Grant, but I made other plans.
Oh. I thought I'd go over to that German place. The food's kind of good, and you can still get up some pretty lively conversations about the war. So you don't want to come?
No, it sounds like a lot of fun, but I promised Sherry I'd have lunch with her. It's her first day on the job.
Oh, okay. I know this is none of my business, but like I said, I don't think it's a good idea for you to get too friendly with that girl.
Mr. Grant?
I'm serious, Mary. Someone like Sherry can influence your life. You know what I mean?
That's ridiculous.
Look, when I was in college, there was this bar where a lot of girls hung out. And there was this one girl named Louise. Young, pretty. I kind of liked her. Yeah, I kind of liked her, and I thought maybe I could change her life. So one night, after the bar closed, I offered to drive her home. And after we pulled up to her trailer, I turned to her and I said, Louise, you're young, you're intelligent. Take a good look at what you're doing to your life before it's too late. I spoke to her for a whole hour. You know what she said? That'll be $20. Mary, that kind of woman doesn't change. And I just don't want to see your life get messed up because of Sherry.
Oh, Mr. Grant, my life isn't going to get messed up.
Oh, I don't know, Mary. You're different since you met her.
Wait a minute. How am I different? Just give me one example of how I'm different.
Remember a year or so ago when we were doing that series of reports on America's changing sexual attitudes?
Yes.
What'd you say?
I don't know. I can't remember something I said a year ago.
I'll tell you what you said. You said, let's not put it on. What people don't know won't hurt them. Not a great motto for a news show, is it, Mary? But that's what you said. And now, la dolce vita.
Mr. Grant, you know, you may be right.
Yeah?
You know what I did the other day?
What?
I went down to the docks.
Yeah?
And I wrote my name and my number in a phone book. For a hot time, call Mary. 30 million Frenchmen can't be wrong. Hello! Sherry, look at you. Doesn't she look terrific, Mr. Grant?
Very nice.
Sherry's so much fun to work with. You should have heard this funny thing she said this morning. These two tricks came in and wanted to...
Now, you wait a minute, Georgette. Two tricks?
That's what Sherry calls the customers at the company.
I guess I'll just go get some lunch now, Mary.
You ready for lunch?
Oh, maybe I better run to the girls' room and wash up before we go. The girl they fired at work locked herself in the bathroom and says she won't come out till they give her job back and free all the political prisoners.
So, the first day on the job, how's it feel?
Terrific. I'm quitting.
Quitting?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say that job didn't make the scale.
Oh, come on. Sherry, how bad can it be? Georgette loves it.
Georgette loves licking envelopes. Hi.
Hadn't seen you in a couple of days, so I just thought I'd stop by and see how you're getting on.
Fine, fine.
Fine. You managing okay?
Fine, fine.
Well, that's just fine. What have you been doing with yourself?
Oh, this and that.
Well, when you say this and that, do you mean primarily this and not so much that, or a lot of that and not so much of this?
Mary, when I said this and that, I didn't mean that.
Oh, come on, didn't mean that. Didn't mean that. I just wondered if you were having any luck finding a job.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of luck.
Really?
I didn't get a job. Look, Mary, I've been through the wine ads every day. There's nothing here that I like.
There's got to be something you want to do, something you want to be.
Yeah, there is. I've been seriously thinking of becoming a burden on society. Outside of that, nothing really interests me.
What about dreams? Didn't you ever dream of being somebody? Everybody has that kind of dream.
Huh? What's yours?
Well, I've had my dreams. I just don't like to tell them. I don't want anyone to laugh at me. But sometimes when I'm home in the newsroom, my mind wanders and I dream about being this famous ballerina.
I know what you mean. I've had dreams like that myself.
Terrific. What are your dreams?
I used to dream that I'd like to become a dress designer.
Well, that's wonderful. Did you ever try it?
Yeah, once in high school, I made a dress for a friend. I fitted it right on her.
And did she like it?
I hope so. I forgot to put the zipper in. As far as I know, she's still in it.
Sherry, why don't you give it a try for just a couple of weeks? I mean, you might find you have a real flair for this. Come on, what do you have to lose? What's the matter, Sherry? Afraid to take a chance? Afraid you'll find out you don't have the talent? Just don't have the guts to try it, is that it?
That's it, Cookie. You want to go out to dinner? I've been cooped up in my place for a solid week. I figure I deserve a night out.
You've been designing dresses.
No, I came over to show you my dry cleaning.
How'd they turn out?
See for yourself. It's a little present for you. I designed it especially for you. I hope it fits.
Oh, Sherry. I'll go put it on. Oh, listen, can you answer that for me?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Sherry. Where's Mary?
Oh, she's in there getting dressed. Come on in. She'll be right out.
Ted just got his honorary degree.
Want to see my diploma? It's real sheepskin.
Gee, it must have been murder getting him in the typewriter.
That's funny. Get it, Ted?
Well, sure I get it. I'm a PhD.
It's very nice, Ted.
Thanks. They let me keep the tassel to my cap, too. I got it hanging in my rearview mirror. You know, it's always been one of the big regrets in my life to never had a chance to go to college. College. Sortation walk. Fraternity handshakes. Panty raids. Election of the homecoming queen. Kissing rock. Yeah. Higher education must be a wonderful thing.
Look, I'm not sure if this fits right.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well,
No, I forgot the most important part. It must be in the car. I'll be right back.
Oh. She designed this. Sherry did. She designed it especially for me.
Get me a glass of water.
But, Ted, you just had all that soda.
Get me a glass of water.
It's very nice. It sure shows off your skin.
Speaking of skin, you want to see my diploma?
Oh, maybe later, Ted. Georgette, am I being too critical, or is this dress really awful?
I don't know. It looks so terrible on you, I can't tell.
You never looked so fantastic in your life.
Ted!
There, can I have a glass of water?
I've never seen you so thirsty.
I know this may sound insane to you, Mary, but on those occasions when I dream of you, you're dressed exactly like that.
Ted, please don't look at me that way.
It's all right. I'm a doctor.
Ted, you're making me nervous.
I'm making you nervous. You're making me crazy.
You see, you are scrunching up your diploma.
I don't care anymore.
Ted, are you through yet? I gave you a little extra time because you always act so silly about things like this. Ted, do you want me to get a dress like that?
I want every woman in the free world to get a dress like that.
Georgette, what am I going to tell Sherry? She really thinks she can be a designer.
Well, I always think honesty is the best policy. Unless telling the truth hurts someone's feelings. In which case, I think it's better to lie.
No, I can't lie. I always blush when I lie.
If you don't blush on your legs and stomach, nobody will notice. Mary, would it be easier if Ted and I left when you talked to Sherry?
Yes, I think it would. I hope you don't mind.
No, we don't mind.
Well, I mind. I want to stay.
Yeah, this is what I need. Yeah. What do you think? You like it?
Well, it's certainly original. And it's colorful. It's very, very colorful.
Ted, we have to leave.
No, we don't.
Ted, I'm only going to tell you this once. Move it or lose it.
Okay.
Well, what do you think?
Well, Sherry, it's just not my particular taste, you know? I mean, I'm just a little old-fashioned, modest. I mean, you know, when we were kids, we used to play doctor. I used to play the receptionist.
You don't like the dress?
Well, I think I gotta be honest. I don't think you have the talent to be a designer.
You think it stinks?
No, come on now. Stinks, that's a pretty strong word.
Lousy?
Yeah, lousy. I could go with lousy. Sherry, I think I just have to be honest with you here. I don't think you're going to make it as a designer.
You really don't think so?
I really don't.
Gee, what am I going to say to the guy that hired me?
The guy that hired you?
Yeah, I took my designs to this dress manufacturer this afternoon. He loved them. He wants me to start work tomorrow.
That's terrific. Well, Sherry, I feel so stupid about what I just said.
Oh, no, don't feel stupid. He didn't like this one either. He thought green was the wrong color for a bridal gown.
Well, okay, give me a second, I'll change. We'll have a celebration dinner.
Leave it on. If you spill something on the front, you've got a 50-50 chance it'll miss.
Who is it?
Who?
Hi, big fella.
Just a few letters I had to get out of my correspondence.
These are all addressed to television editors. Why are you writing to them?
Why don't you read us one of Ted's letters, Mary?
Well, I wouldn't want to just
That's
tear
okay, it's
open
okay.
an
They're not
envelope.
sealed. You can't get the bulk rate if they're sealed.
Dear Ed, I know you're not supposed to criticize a critic, but I can no longer refrain from telling you that I consider you the most brilliant reviewer in the Western Hemisphere. Your review of Tony Orlando and Dawn will live in literature. My hat's off to brilliance, Ted Baxter. Ted, it won't work.
Why not? It worked last year. I won, didn't I?
Well, you're not going to win twice in a row.
People win twice in a row. Lots of people. That's the real test, Mary, winning twice in a row. And after that...
Impeachment.
After that, retirement. Well, actually, I won't retire. I'll just sort of become a living legend.
I think you've got a pretty good shot at that, Ted. Hey, Mr. Grant, maybe you can answer something for me. Every year, the television editors give something they call the Albert Mason Award for unforgettable contribution to broadcasting. And, every year I wonder who was Albert Mason.
He was a crook who established the award for a phony tax dodge. And not only is it a phony award, but they always give it to somebody who's over the hill. That award marks the end of your career.
What are you doing?
I'm writing in Ted's name for the Albert Mason Award.
Who is it?
It's Georgette.
Hi.
And Ted.
Why?
He brought you some groceries.
Well, thank you, Ted. What for?
We just came from a supermarket opening. Ted cut the ribbon and they gave him all this.
Yeah, we have to go visit a hospital. I don't want to carry you. Besides, generosity's second nature with me.
Are you, visiting anyone in particular in the hospital, or are you just, window shopping?
What's part of my campaign for the Teddy Awards? I want people to think of me.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll certainly think of you, Ted, every time I put out the garbage.
They also gave him a bunch of balloons, but Ted laid those on the graves of the Civil War dead.
You are a real lifesaver, Ted. You know that? I mean, I would hate to be caught with less than 9 boxes of Raisin Bran. This is wonderful.
Ted hates Raisin Bran. He picks the raisins out with his spoon and flicks them at the cat. We have to go now, Ted. The photographers are waiting for photographs.
What hospital are you going to visit?
Maternity. Ted wants to have his picture taken kissing a newborn baby.
Yeah. Then I saw a picture of one of those things looked like. Anyway, I'm going to have a picture taken shaking hands with one.
Shh. What is it, lose some kind of trouble?
There's gonna be. The roof is gonna fall in. I just heard from a friend on the Teddy Awards committee, and this year Ted isn't even nominated.
How can that be? He spent all week visiting the sick.
Which actually did a lot of good. It got them back on their feet in record time.
I know, but his competition topped him. Whatever he did, they did better. If he visited the sick, they visited the dead. They topped him up and down the line.
Well, what about that Albert Mason Award?
No, they haven't decided it yet. And that's not a nomination, that's bestowed, and Ted's too young for that. It's never given to someone who can still chew his own food.
Does Ted know that he's not nominated?
No, and I don't want him reading it in the paper. One of us has got to break it to him.
Well, yeah, one of us should do that.
We used to have a saying in the Army, Mary. It's better to volunteer than be drafted.
We used to have a saying in the Pom-Pom Girls, Mr. Grant. Never date a guy in the band. Well, I just want you to know you're not the only one with those old sayings.
Okay, I'll tell him. Ted?
Yellow.
When you have a second, come to my office.
Just a second, Lou. Well, what do you want us to do, Lou? You want us to stay or what?
No, I better do it in private. And you don't know anything about it. Another thing. Let's play down the awards this year.
What awards?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, this whole discussion never took place.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, people. I am absolutely delirious.
No kidding. What have you been doing? Sucking a fermented fig?
There were 2 wonderful pieces of news. I have been nominated for a Teddy Award, and no one else at the station was. Which includes you, dear, and I feel terrible about it.
Who wants me to get another glass? Must be good news. He wants to propose a toast. Probably about the awards.
Ted, the awards don't mean a thing. Nothing.
What kind of sour grapes is that? I've worked 20 years for this award. I've baked and basted and fricasseed and hammed and flounced and flocked and puckered my little fingers off for this lousy award. Oh, don't tell me it isn't wonderful.
Oh, it is, Sue Ann, and you deserve it.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's why I was so anxious to tell you both. Well, it's just a nomination, but it's closer than I've ever gotten before.
What category are you in?
Daytime programming. It's a broad grouping. My competition is a religious program and a bowling show. Keep your fingers crossed.
Oh, you're a shoe-in.
Oh, frankly, I'm a little worried. The bowling show's a piece of crud, but that hotshot priest's a killer.
Poor Ted. Although I must say, he is taking it pretty quietly.
No. And Mr. Graham must have told him by now.
Yes?
I didn't say anything. Say, Lou, this isn't meant as a criticism, because I really love having these talks with you. I really do.
Good. Good.
But are you aware of the fact that we've been sitting here now for 5 minutes and you haven't said anything?
No, it's really been 5 minutes. Where is the time?
You said you wanted to tell me something.
Right. Right. Maybe you'll need this.
Does it normally toast good news with champagne? This, of course, is bad news. If it's bad news, Lou, I'd rather not hear it.
Ted.
I'm not strong, Lou. Some people take bad news rather well. I mean, it rolls right off the bat. But not me. I take bad news badly. I don't want to hear any bad news.
Ted, I can't help it.
Sure you can, Lou. But if you were thinking of firing me, you could change your mind.
Ted, I'm not thinking of firing you.
Oh. Well, that's great news.
That wasn't the news.
Lou, I can't take bad news. Unless it's about you, I might be strong enough for that.
Ted, it's not about me. Look, take a really good mouthful of that. Come on, down the hatch. Down the hatch. No, I mean actually swallow it. Ted, I'm going to give you some bad news, and I want you to take it like a man.
Oh.
Because if you can just reach deep down into yourself and find that inner strength, I always felt that you have, you'll be all right. And what's more, you'll gain from knowing all this because you'll know that you're a real man.
Oh, Lou. Why me, Lou? Why me? What have I done to deserve this?
Ted, I haven't told it to you yet.
You mean it gets worse?
Ted! Ted! You're not getting a Teddy Award. You weren't nominated this year. I'm sorry, but there will be other years. Ted! Pull yourself together and be a man.
Very well. Very well, Lou. I'm myself now. I'm okay. I'm fine. Oh. 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 It's all right. I've decided not to commit suicide.
Good. That's a good choice.
I've got a better way of showing the world what they've done to me. I'm going to let my appearance go to hell.
Ted, don't you think that's a little drastic?
Desperate men use desperate measures, sir.
I'm going to neglect the crease in my pants. Let the part of my hair grow crooked. I'm going to wear unshined shoes.
And clip-on ties.
My career's all washed up. Mary, I'm sorry I let you down.
Oh, Ted, you didn't.
Ted, you want to know why you weren't nominated? It was my fault, Ted. My rotten writing cost you the nomination.
I wondered about that.
Well, now you can stop wondering and just don't blame yourself.
That's right. You're to blame. You're the reason I didn't win the nomination. Thanks, Murr. It was rotten writing, that's what it was. Rotten writing was all Murray's fault.
Thanks, Murr. Rotten writing. Rotten writing, that's what it was. Thanks, Murr.
Yeah, I should have known better.
Would somebody get me a glass of water? I just had a bit of bad news.
Mr. Grant, what's the matter?
What is it? Oh, you look terrible.
I must. They're giving me the Albert Mason Award.
Oh, Mr. Grant! Oh.
Hey, gals, have you heard the great news? The Teddy Brass has tapped me for a presenter's gig.
Oh, Ted, those are the most wonderful words I've ever heard. What do they mean?
That means I'm going to help present the awards. Actually, it's better than winning one.
You're right, Ted, it is. Everyone knows that. Oh, Mr. Grant, here's the information you wanted.
Oh, thanks, Mary. What are you grinning about, Ted?
Ted's going to present the Teddy Award. He was tapped with a brass gig. It sounds awful, but it's really wonderful.
Oh, great. Well, I'm glad you're happy about the awards, Ted. I'm glad somebody around here is happy about the awards.
Mr. Grant has been given the Albert Mason Award, and it's a big honor.
Then why is he grinding his teeth?
Because I don't want it. They only give that award to old crocs. I'm not an old croc. I'm a young middle-aged croc.
Mr. Grant, will you just tell me what's so terrible about receiving an award?
I'll tell you what's so terrible. The winner has to make a speech, and I'm afraid of making speeches.
Lou, can I offer you a word of wisdom?
Ted, you can't spare it.
Way back, I used to be afraid of giving a speech for a large group. Then one day, an old radio announcer came up to me and he said, "Think of them as all sitting out there naked." I've never been nervous since. Though occasionally I giggle.
And once in a while I get excited.
But never nervous.
Well, I am. Mary, you handle this. I think I'll go get drunk.
Hold it. Mr. Grant, you're not going anywhere. There's no need to go get drunk. What is I hate about awards? I mean, you see what it's doing to people? People are nervous, people are miserable. And for what? The award doesn't matter. Come on, it's our work. Our friendship, our respect for each other. That's what counts. Not awards. Awards are forgotten the next day. Who remembers, for example, the name of the Albert Mason winner last year?
Carl Frobisher.
Okay, poor example. Who was The best weatherman 2 years ago.
Martin C. Foster.
Best daytime documentary 1971.
St. Paul solved its sewage problem, John Epstein, Betty Ann Barnes.
Come on, I'll buy a drink. Best kiddie show 1957.
Buffalo Bob Fogle.
Mary, can I tell you something privately?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if anybody deserved a nomination this year, you did. I mean, you did the news, you produced it for the first time, you did a great job.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
If I go one more round, will you?
Sure.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Hey, how come you guys didn't bring any dates tonight?
Well, frankly, Ted, I was embarrassed to bring a date, especially after the things that have happened the last couple of years.
Me too. Now, Marie has boycotted the awards since that time Ted came over to our place after losing, swallowed a handful of pills out of the medicine cabinet.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, it didn't do any harm, except Ted will never get pregnant.
It was terrible.
I retained water for 2 months.
I have a hunch you're going to win, Sue Ann. I just have the strangest feeling deep down inside.
So do I. I think I'm going to throw up.
Mr. Grant, it's almost time to go.
I can't, Mary. I have to wait till my date gets here.
Where's she coming from?
Malta. I think this is going to be the worst evening in the history of Western civilization.
Hey, Mr. Grant, if you're nervous about that speech, why don't you try it out on us? Once you see that everyone likes it, you won't be so nervous about doing it later.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, of course I am. Hey, look, everybody, could you gather around for just a minute? Mr. Grant would like to try out his little speech on us.
Ladies and gentlemen, and members of the Television Editors Association.
Wonderful.
This award is stupid. And I would tell Albert Mason to his face. But in 1967, he skipped to Argentina when he was charged with the crime of selling the military unsafe latrines. Thank you very much.
Mr. Grant,
Yes, Mary?
you can't deliver that speech.
Well, listen, it's a free country.
You can't deliver that speech and remain in Minneapolis. No.
But it's the truth.
But you can't publicly ridicule everybody in that room.
You know, Mary, for the first time, I'm sort of glad to get that award.
Lou,
Huh?
I thought it was great. You took my tip and pictured everybody naked, huh?
No, Ted, I didn't picture everybody naked.
That's funny, I did.
This year, the nominees are 3 fine programs. The Happy Homemaker, host Sue Ann Nivens. Strikes and Spares, host Morty Flemish. And Countdown to Glory, host Father James Dannenbrink. And the winner is... Oh, the winners are, we have a tie here, Sue Ann Nivens and Father Dannenbrink.
I'm just so excited. I don't mean because of you.
It would be presumptuous of me to thank you for this award, since in a much larger sense, you cast your ballots not for me, but for someone with whom I am unworthy to share it.
Oh, thank you, Father. This award confers great honor. It also carries certain financial benefits. It will be contract time very soon. Thanks to you, this year, Father Dannenbrink and I can really put the screws to the big shot.
And now to present the award for Best Newscaster, here is last year's winner, WJM's inimitable Ted Baxter.
Hey, good to see you again. How you been? My friends, this is what America is all about. A former winner getting up here and giving away an award he should have won himself. That's not my fault you're running late. You should have started sooner. What is an anchorman? Wasn't it Shakespeare who once said, all right, all right. Nominees are Ernie Reeves, headline report, Pete Lee, evening headline, Les Stewart, reported evening, and the winner is... Les Stewart, really? Thank you. Well said, Les.
That's it. No one else but me.
And so it is now my privilege to introduce this year's winner of the Albert Mason Award, the grand old man of the WJM newsroom, Lou Grant.
Up there.
I'm not gonna go up.
Lou, you got to.
I'm not leaving this chair.
Mr. Grant, you have got to go up there.
He said I couldn't give my speech. I have nothing to say.
Can someone accept the award for him?
Yeah, she'll accept it.
Accepting the Albert Mason Award for Lou Grant is, what's your name, dear?
Mary Richards.
Mary Richards.
Mr. Grant, I am not going up there. You won that award, now you are going to accept it. Now go up there. Go.
You're right. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
I accept the award. Could you toss it over? Toss it. Toss it.
I'm not busy Thursday night so far. Why? Tony Kramer is coming into town. I don't know Tony Kramer. What do you mean, would I like to? No, Mrs. Morgenstern, I really... Hello, Tony. Thursday night. Yeah, sure. Thursday will be fine. 8 o'clock. Well, thank you. It was nice talking to you, too. Bye-bye. Listen, Mrs. Morgenstern. Yes, he did. He sounded very nice. But Mrs... No, you're right, Mrs. Morgenstern. I'm not. Bye.
You're not what, Mayor?
Getting any younger.
Hey, guys. Everybody gotta hear this. It's the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. Come on in, Lou. Great news.
What is it now, Ted?
Oh, Lou. How come every time I come to you to say something, you say, what is it now, Ted? Like I'm going to say something dumb.
How come every time I see a duck, I expect it to quack?
No. You answer my question first.
Well, what's your hot news flash, Ted?
All right. I just got a call from this guy. He's coming up to meet me now. He's setting up a school for broadcasters, and he wants to use my name. The Ted Baxter Famous Broadcasting School. It'll be right here in Minneapolis to start, but it could spread all over the country.
Unless they find a vaccine for it.
Look, Ted, if you want to get involved in this, that's your business. But don't you get the station mixed up in it, understand?
Right, Lou. Me in, station out. Check.
Ted, you know, this kind of thing takes a long time to set up, and a lot of money, too. I mean, if it doesn't work out, you could lose your shirt.
But that's the beauty of it, Mayor. This guy Marsh has all the experience and the money. All he wants from me is my reputation.
Well, in that case, you've got nothing to lose.
There he is.
Alan Marsh!
How you doing, partner?
Great. Hey, everybody, I want you to meet Alan Marsh. Al, this is my entourage.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Let me guess. Lou Grant, Mary Richards, and Murray Slaughter, right? You know, Ted's told me so much about all you guys, I feel like I know you. What you were doing when he discovered you, how he found you, cleaned you up, gave you your first break.
Oh, they don't want to hear all that, Al.
So, Marsh, Ted tells me that you've had a lot of experience in setting up these schools. Tell me, what do you get out of it?
Pleasure. You know what it feels like to watch a kid off the street turn into a disc jockey? You see, Lou, it's kind of a mission with me. I travel around, I stop in a city, I sort of plant the seed, nurture it, watch it sprout.
Yeah, sounds fine. What do you need Ted for?
Fertilizer.
That Mr. Marsh is such a nice man. He says one day Ted's name will be a household word, like spatula.
Come in.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Georgette.
How did your meeting go?
Marsh told me that Ted Baxter's Famous Broadcaster School will open next week. Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it, Mary?
Well, Ted, I have a high goosebump threshold.
I guess you wouldn't know what it's like to claw your way up from the gutter, would you, Mary?
Come on, Ted. You didn't claw your way up from the gutter.
He clawed his way up from the middle class.
Sometimes it's tougher to claw your way up from the middle class than it is to claw your way up from the gutter.
Isn't it wonderful, Mary? Only in America could a man who never graduated from school own one.
Wonderful. Mary, look out there. You know what that is out there?
54 Chevy.
That's my town, Mary. Minneapolis. M-I-N-N-I-N-N. I love that toddling town. My school's going to be out there, Mary. Out there for kids who won't have to make the long, hard, grueling trip to the top that I made. Out there for kids who want to learn the blood and guts of the broadcasting game. Out there for any kid with dreams and ambitions and $300. I'm going to be rich, Mary. I'm going to have all the things that only money can buy. Happiness, good health, spiritual fulfillment. And then one day, I'm going to use my money to do something good for my country. I'm going to make a huge contribution to a presidential candidate and buy myself a political appointment. Ted Baxter, United States Ambassador to Hawaii. This is the night, guys. The official opening of Ted Baxter's famous broadcaster school. I guess you guys are probably as excited as I am.
Oh,
Just think. Someday, there may be branches of Ted Baxter's famous broadcasting school all over the country. And this is the night when it all started.
Now you know how Colonel Sanders felt when he licked his first finger.
Oh, it's going to be a gay evening. But you don't have to dress formally unless you want to. You're going to be there, aren't you, Mayor?
Well, no, Ted, I'm not. I have a date. I promised Mrs. Morgenstern I'd go out with this guy, and he's only going to be in town tonight.
Murray?
No, I can't either, Ted. You see, I promised Marie I'd take her and the kids to dinner. We've had the reservation for weeks.
Lou?
I won't be there either, Ted.
Oh, Lou, why not?
Because the idea of going makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, as long as you've got a good excuse.
Newsroom. Just a minute. Ted, it's for you. It's the manager of the Regency Hotel.
Oh, thanks, Mayor. Hello, Ted Baxter here. What? Oh, well, Mr. Marshall will take care of that. Why don't you contact him? He's right there at the hotel. He did? Oh. Oh, I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot.
What was that about, Ted?
Seems Marsh didn't pay for the banquet room at the hotel. And he left late last night without paying his room bill. What do you think that means, Lou?
I think it means that Marsh is a con man who's taken a powder with the school's money and left you as the fall guy for the whole scheme.
What do you think it means, Murray?
I think Lou's right.
Mary?
I think Murray's right.
Lou?
Ted!
Well, I just don't think it'd take off like that. I mean, I've got faith in him.
How can you have faith in a guy who skipped town?
I've got to. I loaned him my car. Boy, I guess I really made a fool of myself taking in by a cheap con artist.
Ted, you should have known better than to trust a man whose business card lists aliases.
My mother was right. When I was just a kid, just starting out in school, she took me on her knee and she said to me, Ted, you're going to be a failure. Oh, Murray. Mary, what am I going to do? I mean, you got to help me. I mean, hundreds of people are going to be demanding their money back. I could get arrested. I could go to jail.
And it's not even a big enough crime to write a book about.
Don't worry, Ted. They're not going to put you in jail for something silly like conspiracy to commit fraud. Murray, I think you and I better talk to Mr. Grant.
Come in.
Mr. Grant, Ted really needs help.
I've known that for 10 years.
Come on, Lou, a thing like this could cause big trouble.
Look, I told Ted when he started up this whole business that he was strictly on his own.
But he's not on his own. Mr. Grant, we are all involved. Suppose tomorrow's headlines were to read, WJM anchorman jailed in broadcast swindle. What would your feelings be then?
Mixed. Maybe you're right, Mary.
Yeah, Lou?
How much will that hall for tonight cost?
$200.
Pay it, then you go there and tell those students what happened.
I don't have $200.
You haven't managed to save $200 on your salary?
Oh, you mean in the bank?
Ted, refund everyone's money.
What? What if 100 people signed up, Lou? At $300 apiece, that's That's $30. $30,000, Lou.
It's either that or come up with the school, Ted.
You know something? I bet we could.
We could? We could what? Anything as long as it doesn't cost $30,000.
Come up with a school. You, Mr. Grant, Murray, me.
And if we all pitched in, I bet we could put on a show. Mary could make the costumes. Murray could write the script. And I'll ask my father to let us build a stage in the barn.
All right.
We can't run a school.
Maybe for only one night. Oh, we could look like a faculty. If it works, Ted would get an extra week before his next class to get somebody else to take over.
I don't know.
Oh, I could get someone in a week, Lou. Please. Please.
What time does this class start?
8:30.
We could put something together by then.
Yeah, Lou. Please.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Lou. I can't tell you how grateful I am. And if ever there's anything I can do for you, remember, all you have to do is ask.
Get out of my office.
You got it, Lou. Now we're even.
Oh, come on. We've been at this for an hour. How difficult can it be to come up with an orientation lecture?
Where are we so far?
Welcome, students.
Mary, we don't have much more time to come up with something.
I think we're looking too hard. I think it's right here in front of us. Now, we're all in broadcasting, right? And the class is about broadcasting. So all we have to do is tell the class how we do what we do.
That's terrific. Murray, of course you'll tell about writing. Mr. Grant can talk about what he does, budgets, scheduling.
I don't want to talk about budgets.
Well, that's what you do.
I know, but it's boring. I don't want to talk about budgets. Yeah? I'm looking for a Mary Richards.
My date, I forgot. Tony, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, come in, won't you, please? This was Lou Grant.
Lou?
In there, and Murray Slaughter.
Murray?
This is Tony.
Kramer.
Kramer.
Very nice to
Nice
meet you,
to
Tony.
meet. Nice to meet you. Oh, these are for you.
Thank you. Tony, I really have to apologize about tonight. Since I talked to you on the phone, something has come up, and I'm going to be busy for the next couple of hours.
Oh,
So,
well, that's all right. I've really got nothing else to do. I don't know anyone else in town, so if you don't mind, I could just wait around and we could go out to dinner afterwards.
Well, sure, if you don't mind.
Great. Do you like French food?
I don't know why I brought it up. I don't know how to talk about what I do. I don't know what I do. I just do it.
I like French food myself. That and Chinese are my favorites. Budgets. Who wants to hear about budgets? I hate budgets, Mary.
Hi, guys.
Ted, where have you been? We're supposed to be there in 15 minutes.
Xeroxing.
Ted finished the school song. He wanted to run off enough so everyone could have their own copy.
Thought I'd open the class with it, you know. Give an up-tempo feel to the proceedings. Okay. Listen, everybody.
We have no gym and we have no pool, but we have heart at Ted Baxter's famous broadcaster school.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not going through with this.
Why, Lou?
Because the whole idea is dumb and stupid and ridiculous, and I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Oh, boy. It's times like this when you find out who your real friends are. Okay, Lou, we don't need you. We'll do it without you.
That's fine with me. Of course, if you like good wine, there's no sense going to a Chinese.
Right. Well, listen, if we're going to be there on time, everyone, we better leave.
Right, Mary.
Lou, you sure you don't want to come with us?
No. I feel stupid trying to teach broadcasting to a lot of green kids.
Oh, come on, Mr. Grant. There must have been a time in your life when you were young and inexperienced.
Yeah?
Someone older and more experienced helped you,
Yeah?
showed you what to do and how to get started when you needed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, think of this as a way of paying back that.
All right, I'll do it for Shirley.
Do you like French movies?
Yes, I do. Very, very much. Excuse me. Is this the room where the Ted Baxter Famous Broadcaster School is supposed to meet?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Where are the other students?
Are you the teachers?
Yes. We are the faculty.
You're late. Class was supposed to start at 8:30. It's 8:40.
Wait, you mean that everybody left because we're 10 minutes late?
Nobody left. Nobody was here to leave.
Come here.
What's up, Lou?
Ted, there's only one guy in your school.
You think the rest of them are out sick?
We can't teach a course to just one person.
I'll handle it. Look, kid, there's not going to be any school. As you can see, the turnout tonight is less than we expected. Now, Mr. Baxter here will refund all the money that you paid in full. Ted, write the man out a check.
But I don't want my money back. I paid for 10 weeks of school, and I want 10 weeks of school. I changed around a lot of plans to be here. When I leave here, I want to leave as a sports announcer.
Listen, let's be reasonable about this.
You wouldn't want to be the only student in the whole school. Who would you study with?
Who would you take to school dances?
You can understand how that wouldn't work, couldn't you?
No. All my life, I've been the understanding, nice guy. People push me around. I understand. When my parents gave my brother, Richard, piano lessons, my father took me aside and said we could only afford piano lessons for one of you, so we're going to give them to Richard. Understand? And I said, sure, Pa, I understand. And then when it came time for college, my father said we could only afford to send one of you, so we're going to send Richard. Understand? And I said, sure, Pa, I understand. And now you want me to take my money back and say I understand. Well, no deal. I don't understand. So start the class. Or you can all talk to my lawyer, Richard.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to the first semester of the Ted Baxter Famous Broadcaster School. I want now, if I may, to introduce the members of the TBFBS faculty. On my far right is Lou Grant, the executive producer of the WJM 6 o'clock news. Please hold your applause until everyone's finished. Next to him is Mary Richards, producer of the WJM 6 o'clock news. And next to her is Murray Slaughter, head writer for that same news show. And, of course, that's Georgette. She's my chick, so I like to have her around. And last but not least, well, yes, as a matter of fact, he is least. What's your name again, fella?
Tony Kramer from New York.
She's Mary's date for the evening. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this will be an ambitious program of intensified study in the many and varied aspects of broadcasting. I think I see a hand out there. The gentleman in the plaid jacket, would you please stand up?
What's the passing grade for this course?
The passing grade. Lou, you want to field that one?
We'll probably go by a class average.
Is that plotted on a normal bell curve?
Plotted on anything you like.
Thank you.
Now, as I was saying, each of you will have the opportunity to find his or her niche in this glamorous field. Yes.
What about Christmas?
What about Christmas?
Do we get off? And for how long?
Well, Christmas is not for 6 months. The course will be over by then.
Okay, I just want to check these things out.
You'll all have the chance to see and hear and experience communication firsthand. You.
Is this the entire faculty?
Mary?
No, we are just the department heads. Who is this person? What are you doing?
Yes, during the next 10 weeks, you'll work long and hard. You'll all know you're ready to enter the wonderful world of broadcasting when you finish. At the end, there will be a graduation ceremony. And I have high hopes of getting Eric Severine to be here personally to congratulate you. Now, before we continue, let me just mention that immediately following this orientation class, coffee and cake will be served, and we can break up into smaller groups so that we can get to know each
And so, in the weeks ahead, we'll discuss such topics as on-the-spot reporting, libel laws in broadcasting, program logs, and the anchorman in these changing times. Thank you. No, don't.
That was Mary Richards, our Dean of Women. So, in conclusion, let me just say this. Tonight, you have taken the first step on that long but exciting journey to being a broadcaster. Work hard, study hard, and remember, you are the Ted Baxters of tomorrow. One final question.
Can I still get my $300 back?
Ted, what are you doing?
I'm having some new publicity shots taken.
Since when do you smoke a pipe?
I don't. Bought it for the photo session. Do I look like Cronkite?
Actually, more like Mammy Yokum. Oh, Lou, don't go in your office. You're going to miss Mary coming back from lunch.
Well, maybe you can tell me what it was like later.
Lou, you know that guy she's been going out with the past 4 months? The guy we think she's kind of serious about? Well, I think he may be with her.
I'll stick around.
Mary, serious with somebody? Look, that's a wrap, and don't forget what I told you.
Mean about the dimples?
Right.
You don't have any dimples.
I will now.
What? Okay, we're all anxious to meet this guy that's been taking Mary out. All right, out of fairness to Mary, let's try not to make her feel uncomfortable.
You didn't look at Murray once when you said that.
Dad, when there's a fire, you don't aim your hose at the hydrant.
Indeed not.
So why don't you get lost, Ted?
But I want to see him.
Ken, that was really a great lunch. Thank you.
Sure.
Look, Mary's guy is broken.
Ken Arnett, I would like you to meet Murray Slaughter, Lou Grant, and Ted Baxter.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good to meet you.
Nice to
Heard
meet
a
you.
lot about you. Hey, how'd you break the old wing?
Oh, my dog did it. I was getting out of my car, and he jumped up and slammed the door in my hand.
Would have been better if you told him to roll over and play dead.
Listen, I want to go over a few things with you guys in my office.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you, Ken.
Same here.
Ted, aren't you coming into my office?
No. So, Mary, this is the guy you've been seeing all this time, eh? Well, I approve. Set your hook, cast your line, and reel him in. Listen, I guess you two want to be alone. I'm not going to say another word. Just pretend I'm not here. In fact, you can even talk about me if you want to.
Okay, then. I'll see you and Stevie at my place about 7 o'clock tomorrow. Huh?
Okay, right.
Stevie? Who's Stevie? I don't know any Stevie.
Stevie is my son, Ted.
You going out with a married guy, Mary?
No, Ted, divorced.
Oh, split city, huh? Well, that's too bad. Listen, it's no disgrace to be divorced these days.
Ted?
Just because his first marriage didn't work out doesn't mean he's going to botch it up again.
I think I better get going, Mary.
Okay. Listen, I'm a little nervous about meeting Stevie tomorrow. I mean, I hope he likes me.
Not only will he like you, but meeting you will make his voice change. Bye.
Nice talking to you, Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Ted, do you trust me?
Well, sure I trust you, Mary.
Then, Ted, would you take off your left shoe?
Okay.
Okay. And now would you take off your sock?
Okay.
And listen very, very carefully.
Okay.
To me now, Ted. The next time you see me talking to somebody and you think of something to say that would be appropriate or add to the conversation, I want you to take that sock and stuff it down your throat.
What about the shoe? Hi, Mary.
Hi.
This is Stevie. Steve, this is Mary Richards.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi.
Oh, this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Mary,
Yeah, Rick, come on in. I just have to turn my oven down.
son, why don't you sit down over there and make yourself comfortable, okay? Everything's going great.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, naturally, there's bound to be a little tension with you meeting my son for the first time.
Oh, Ken, I'm so glad you said that. I mean, it really takes the pressure off. Now I know everything's going to be all right.
Hey, what's that lousy smell?
That's dinner. Stevie, listen. I think you're really going to like what I'm fixing. It's the first time I ever made it from scratch. And you know what it is? Pizza.
Yuck.
Hey, Stevie, don't say yuck to Mary.
I don't like pizza.
I don't like it either. But you don't hear me saying yuck to Mary. Now apologize.
sorry.
Well, no, that's okay. It's all right.
Mary,
Yeah.
it's really going so well, considering. Oh, by the way, that thing about the pizza, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to make a point.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I'll tell you what. You and I will have a pizza, and I'll fix Stevie a hamburger.
Oh, yeah, but I sort of really wanted you two to, well, I just wanted tonight to be something special.
A cheeseburger?
Mary, I don't mean that. I just don't want you spending all night in the kitchen. I really would like you two to get to know each other. Hey, listen. Stevie loves hockey. Now, there's a restaurant called the Hockey Puck. It's run by an old goalie. He comes to your table and shows you his scars.
Oh, sounds fun.
Yeah, it's awful. But we'll have a terrific time. Stevie will love you, and you'll love him.
I can. I love kids. And if you just let it happen, I'm sure Stevie and I are going to get along just fine. Just, I don't want to feel that I'm taking a test.
Mary, a test? I'm not giving you any test. Anyway, what are you worrying about? You're passing with flying colors.
Hey, Stevie, guess what? Your dad has a terrific idea. Instead of having dinner here, the three of us are going to go to this great restaurant.
Hey, Stevie, would you put the comic book down, son? Mary's trying to tell you something.
Well, I guess I said what it was that I had to say.
Mary? It's really going better and better.
Hey, Lou. Do me a favor and help me pick out the right picture. I'm not crazy about this one. I have sort of a faraway look in it.
Not far enough.
Hey, this is a great one. See how I captured that thoughtful look? Like an idea just occurred to me?
You must have used a time exposure.
Come on, Lou. Help me pick out the right pictures.
Hey, no, Ted, those pictures aren't bad. What'd they cost you?
Nothing.
You're kidding.
No, I asked him, what do I owe you? And he said, just give me whatever you feel like paying me.
Hey, does anybody know what's the matter with Mary today?
What do you mean?
Well, I just took her to lunch, and when I asked her what she wanted to eat, she said, "What's the difference?"
Well, maybe she just wasn't hungry.
And then, right in the middle of her diet plate, she looked up at me and said, "You know something, Mary? Life isn't a bowl of cherries."
Hey, that's pretty rough talk for Mary. She does sound a little upset, but I wouldn't call it serious.
Well, Lou, I haven't told you the worst. All during lunch, her blouse wasn't tucked in.
Mary untucked?
Yeah, and when I mentioned it to her, she left it untucked.
She's really upset.
Upset? She's going to hell on a handcart.
Hi.
Mary,
Mr. Grant.
your hair looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, what do you call the way you got it?
Combed?
Yeah. Yeah, suits you.
Thank you.
Hard as it is to believe, Mary, I've had my down days, too.
Ted, I'm going to be fine.
No, you can't be too sure, Mary. I mean, sometimes you can't wait for these things to pass. You've got to get out there and fight them. You know what my mom says? Tears are the river that sweep away the mud of sadness. I guess every mother in the whole world has said that at one time or another. Did your mom ever say that to you, Mary?
No.
What did she say?
I don't know. Brush your teeth.
Well, that's good, too. See, the point my mom was trying to make was that if you let out your emotions, it stops hurting. So, Mary, why don't you put your pretty little chin on my shoulder and cry your heart out?
Well, Ted, thank you. That's really very nice
It'll
of you
really
to want
help
to
you,
help, but
Mary.
I'm not. No, I'm really not that upset.
If you're worried about tears falling on my $140 jacket, forget it.
No, Ted, it's
I
not
want to do
that.
this for you, Mary.
Ted, really, I'm
Please.
sorry. No. Lay off!
make you feel any better, Mary?
No!
I know what it is. You're afraid to open up to a man. What you need is another woman. I'm gonna find you somebody that's warm, compassionate, and understanding. Oh, Sue Ann. See, would you do me a favor? Mary's really got the blouse. Would you stay here and help her until I find somebody that's warm and compassionate?
Sue Ann, I don't need any help. I don't know why Ted finds it so hard to understand that there are things that people just don't want to talk about sometimes.
I understand, dear. What sort of things?
Sue Ann, I really don't want to talk about it.
Mary, you help everyone with his problems. You get a lot of credit for it, too. Affection, even. Now, you must help me prove that I can be a giving, understanding, sympathetic person like you. If you don't, I'll turn on you like that.
Sue Ann, what are you doing?
I'm removing stubborn rust stains from your sink. If you're going to snare him, you have to prove that you're a good homemaker for little Stevie.
Now, Sue Ann, why would I be interested in snaring Ken? I mean, aren't we past that point? I mean, that whole idea that women are out to snare men. I mean, Sue Ann, aren't we finally past that notion?
No. Mary, have you ever tried to relate to Stevie on his own level?
Yes.
That's your mistake.
Why? Sue Ann, children are people. They have minds and interests and lives of their own.
Of course they do, dear. But their lives are boring and their interests are dull. I mean, what do they do at that age? They stuff their shoes. They wear out their clothes. They wipe their noses on their sleeves. They're just marking time till puberty. Now that's interesting. No, you don't relate to children. You handle them.
Well, I'm sorry, Sue Ann, but I don't agree with that. Steve, hi.
Hi.
Where's your father?
He's coming from work. My Aunt Helen dropped me off.
Oh. Well, Steve, I'd like you to meet Sue Ann Nivens. She comes in twice a week to scour my stains.
Hello, Stevie. Would you like some cookies and milk?
No, I'm too old for cookies and milk.
Oh. How about some Fritos and a beer?
Sue Ann, you really don't have to stay.
Oh, that's all right, dear. I haven't quite finished over there anyway. You and Steve just go right on forging your relationship.
What are you reading there?
Comic book.
What's it about?
I don't know. That's why I'm reading it.
The Fantastic Blob. Huh. Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
They don't give bad guys their own comic books.
Right. Of course they don't. I should have realized that. I used to like comic books when I was your age. I used to love Wonder Woman. Do you know her?
Sure.
I used to love the way she'd ward off bullets with her golden bracelets. Gee, every month I couldn't wait for the next issue to come out. Oh, I remember this one story. When Egg Foo, her arch enemy, had her trapped in this giant mustache of his. And he had her tied up in one end of the mustache, and in the other end of the mustache was her boyfriend. What was
Steve Trevor.
Right. Well, anyway, just before Egg Foo was about to crush them both, Wonder Woman worked her arm free and twirled her magic lasso around his head, and she cracked it into 1,000 pieces, and the world was safe for democracy once again. I just thought it was wonderful. Do you like Wonder Woman?
No, she's too butch.
Well, another week, another $834.67 after deductions.
And you earned every penny, Ted. Not the dollars, just the pennies.
Well, I'm off.
Yeah. You know, it's been a good week for news. Some good human interest, a couple of juicy scandals, and just enough disasters to be interesting without being depressing.
Good work, Mark.
You coming, Mayor?
Yep.
Well, I hope you have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too.
I got a big one planned. Maria and I are going to look at a new car.
Oh, yeah? What are you getting?
Oh, I'm not. My neighbor got one. We're going to pack a lunch and go look at it.
Uh-huh.
Brian.
Could I hang out with you for a little while?
Yeah. Can I get you anything?
I don't know. What do you have?
Oh, you're in luck. I have a raspberry lifesaver.
Oh, good. Oh, wait. No, it's your last one.
I tell you what. You take the last of the lifesavers, I'll take the last of the scotch.
I think I'm getting the best of it.
You're not kidding. That lifesaver is older than this scotch.
Am I keeping you from anything?
Well, actually, I had a poker game about 5 minutes.
Oh, well...
No. That's all right. Finish your lifesaver.
Oh, Mr. Grant. It's so safe in here, you know? It's so crazy out there.
What's the trouble?
Well, I'm going with this guy, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really terrific. You know, he's one of the best men I've met in a long while. But he's got this blind spot about his son.
What's that?
He likes him.
And you don't?
Oh, no, it's not that.
Of course it is. That's your whole problem, Mary. You can't say something negative about anybody. You don't like the kid. You can't say something negative.
Yes, I can.
Okay, Mary. Say something negative about me.
Okay, you know what's wrong with you? You can't say anything positive about somebody.
I can, too.
Yeah, okay, say something positive about me.
No. I'm not going to say anything positive about you until you say something negative about me. Come on.
All right. I don't like the way you dress. You wear baggy pants, the tie is narrow. They haven't been wearing narrow ties. Collars.
Mary, the deal was one negative thing.
Well, I thought clothes came under the heading of one thing.
Pants is one thing. Okay. You think my pants are baggy?
Oh, Mr. Green.
No. That's okay. That's okay. I asked you. And I did it for a reason. I think you should be that honest with the boy's father. If you can do it with me, you can do it with him. And believe me, he'll respect you for it.
Okay. Thank you. Wait a minute. You never said anything positive about me.
You have really good judgment about a lot of things. I care what you think.
Thanks, Mr. Grant.
Or else why would I be so upset by your vicious remark about my pants?
Okay, not too bad for a one-armed paper hanger.
Gee, you really went to a lot of trouble. I hope Stevie doesn't suspect.
No way. His Aunt Brenda took him to the movies. This is going to be the biggest surprise of his life.
Well, Stevie's not back yet. Oh, good. I brought the ice cream.
Mary, this is my ex-mother-in-law, Ethel Kendricks. Ethel, this is Mary Richards.
It's very nice to meet you.
Same here. Well, I'll take this to the refrigerator, and then I'll put the candles on the cake.
You know, it just occurred to me that this party might not be too comfortable for you since I've invited so many of my ex-wife's family.
Oh, no, don't be silly. I've been really looking forward to meeting your ex-wife's family.
Well, it won't be all that bad. After all, we all have something in common.
What?
We all love Stevie. Yeah, tough. Tough not to love him. Such a wonderful kid, isn't he? Don't you think? Huh? Right, Mary? He really is, isn't he?
Well...
Stevie's not wonderful?
Well, Ken, here's what I think. I think that kids are people, you know, and, well, maybe it's just a phase that Stevie's going through right now, or maybe it's even a phase that I'm going through.
Hey, Mary, you sound like you don't even like Stevie.
Well, this is, you know, a very hard thing to say.
No, please say it.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is that even though I realize that things are going to get better, you know, and that probably in a couple of days, even I'm going to just love Stevie, right now, I just don't like Stevie.
Oh, excuse me. I don't believe what I just heard. Oh, you don't like Stevie? You don't like a 12-year-old boy? That stinks.
Well, here we are. I hope we're not late. Hi, I'm Stevie's Aunt Helen.
Hi, Mary Richards.
She says she doesn't like Stevie.
Doesn't like Stevie? What kind of thing is that to say? Who invited her? Jack, this woman doesn't like Stevie.
What is she, some kind of a nut?
Well,
What's the matter?
This one here says she doesn't like Stevie.
Who is she?
Ken's girl.
Oh. So you had to get divorced. Well, you had a perfectly good wife who didn't hate your son. What have you got against my grandson, you hussy?
Okay, hold it. Let's get this straight. Mary is somebody I care about. Now, she may not feel the same way about Stevie that we all do, but that's her opinion, and she's entitled to it, however wrong she is. So I want everybody here to treat her with courtesy and respect and to make her feel welcome.
I'm so glad you could come.
It's really been pleasant.
I love your pantsuit.
Let's have lunch sometime.
Well, this is the one I finally decided to go with. Isn't it a great picture? I call it Portrait of Ted Baxter.
Right, like Dorian Gray. As the years go by, you're going to stay the same, but your picture's going to get dumber.
Mr. Grant, you dressed that way because of what I said about your clothes.
No, we're going to a funeral.